Greetings, my name's Scott, and today my wife told me that the vacuum cleaner isn't working anymore. She says the suction's fine out of the handle part, but the part that works on the rugs isn't working. So I flipped the vacuum over, and well, this is what I see. This is what I saw. Yeah, this is what I saw, and it's still what I see, because I haven't cleaned it yet. Alright, so these are an interesting choice of fasteners, and what we're going to do is we need to just take this thing, apart, clean it, old school. Alright, and I have here a quarter, and that's what I'm going to use to pop these open, like that, you see? And I'm going to do that to each one. If you, for some reason, find that one of them is, maybe it's just a little bit more difficult than you like, why, you can just grab that quarter with a pair of pliers, like so. See? Quarter. Pliers. And take it in there. And just give it a little turn. That should get it for you. It's always easier to undo these than it is to do them, so you're probably going to want to have the pair of pliers and the quarter handy for later. Nickel might work as well, but don't try to use a screwdriver on these things. If you do that, you'll tear it up. I know. Oh, ew. So look at that. Yeah. Good thing that I happened to think ahead and have a trash bag here. We're going to need it. And I'm going to just go ahead and just clean out as much crap as I can with my fingers. And I'm not even going to try. This is just hair. I'm not even going to try it. But look what I'm going to do. I'm going to lift this out here like this. Now there's a drive belt on here that you got to be careful about. And it's easy enough to deal with. You just hold your camera with your hand. Hey, where's everything? Can you see? Where's my finger? And well, here's the drive belt right here. Right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be sticking my finger in through here and catching onto that drive belt and pulling on it. Maybe you can see that. So. See, I'm just going to stick it in here. I'm going to get two fingers in now, and I'm pulling on that drive belt as I go. Trying to. It takes a little bit of strength in your fingertips to do, and a little bit of finesse. So it's 1/3 finesse. No, I'm sorry. It's 2/3 finesse, 1/3 strength. Now I've got this out of there, and I'm just going to take the old handy pocket knife, and I'm just going to start to cut along the length of what we have here. Right? Just cutting all through the length. Don't stab yourself now. You don't want to do that. You want to cut yourself. When was the last time I was at the hospital anyway for a cut? It's been a while. So this could take a few minutes. I'm not going to make you watch me do this, but this is really the only way to get all this stuff off here is to cut, just carefully. Look at this. This is like Christmas stuff. It's like geodesic hair windings or layers of Christmas past and hair bands and hair. Look at that. All kinds of stuff in here. This is what happens when you live with women in the house that have long hair. And then you can see that it comes off pretty easily once you start pulling on it. Anyway, I'll come back on. I'm going to take care of this, and then I'll come back. So I have a little correction to make. Rather than using a knife, get a pair of scissors and come in there with the scissors and just start cutting down the line. Look at that. That'll make much shorter work of what was originally kind of giving me a little trouble. Now I can just peel this off. Right? That's good, isn't it? That's really good. Make sure I got it all. Yeah, look at that. That's just, that made, I think you ran over a sewing factory is what happened. What do you think? Did you run over a sewing factory? Because there's lots of thread in here. Like spool, like this is a spool, there's like an entire thing of thread here. She's not talking to me, because, I don't know. Why aren't you talking to me?
I didn't know you were talking to me.
I was talking to you. I said, did you run over a sewing factory? Because there's so much thread spool wrapped around.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Don't know.
You weren't anywhere near Bangladesh during that mishap they had there. Alright, that wasn't really very funny. That was very, very poor taste. I apologize for that. Alright, there it is. There's a whole pile of stuff that came off of this. And now to get this to go back in here, it's just a simple matter of doing what I did before, but doing it in reverse. There's still a little bit of garbage on here. Get that off there. It looks pretty good. I think I got most of the stuff off. And this is a little tricky. This is going to be 2/3 strength and 1/3 finesse. I'm going to use my toe as a third hand. See how I'm holding it? I don't know if you can see I'm holding with my toe. And I'm just going to hook that up in there and through. And just let it go. It's in there. And it's got to rotate a certain way. It goes in a certain way. You can't just like shove it in there and say, okay, done. You gotta, it's gotta fit in. These are cammed in a certain way. Yeah, so that the rounded part, so you can see that there's a rounded part of the cam here. And there's some kind of angled edges here. Here, I don't know if you can, I think you can see that. There you go. And then this goes towards the back of the unit. And the same thing goes for the other side. Let me check and see if I got it in there. I don't feel like that's right. Try that. Try flipping that around. Yeah, that's definitely. It's good. It's in there. There we go. You want it to feel like it's in there securely and not moving around at all. And then we can... Well, here's the problem, Elaine. It was definitely plugged. Come here. Come, Elaine, a little bit.
You want me?
I do. I want to show you.
Sorry.
I want to show her that.
Talk through your videos. I don't know when you're talking to
See,
me.
look at this right here.
It's right to the
It's this big
plug
that was plugging this. We'll talk for, you know, it's just stuff. It's stuff.
I know.
We have a lot of pets.
Pets.
We don't have too many pets. We don't have enough pets. It's lots of opportunities for us to clean things and have things break. I'm just kind of using my fingernail as a cleaning tool. I will wash my hands thoroughly when I'm done here. All right, I'm all done. This should snap back on fairly easily now. Now that I don't have the additional weight of everything on. Oh, look at that. This guy doesn't want to go in there. I'm going to get these other two in first. There we go. And these are in. And this one's always been, I'll tell you right now, this one's always been difficult. And I'm not sure why. And I often resort to using the pliers on this one to get this one in. And I push down and turn, and good. And that should take care of the suction problem that you were having.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.